Gareth Southgate, the former England manager, is a controversial figure. Some fans see him as the epitome of anti-football, having restricted England's superstar generation from achieving their full potential. How, they ask, could a team with Jude Bellingham, Bukayo Saka, Phil Foden, Harry Kane and Cole Palmer be so painful to watch? But let's put aside the feelings for a second. Although Southgate has faced his fair share of criticism, when we look at his tenure through a critical lens, it's clear that he has done a phenomenal job. And we've got proof. In this video, we'll focus on three main points: his development of England's new golden generation of talent, exceptional player management, and attention to detail that has transformed England's fortunes. We'll show you why Southgate is an underappreciated manager that should be hired by one of the top clubs in the world. Development of youth and golden generation. One of the most significant achievements of Gareth Southgate's tenure has been his commitment to developing young talent. When Southgate took over in 2011, the English national team was in dire need of rejuvenation. England had just come off an embarrassing 4-1 thrashing by Germany in the 2010 World Cup, and it was clear that a revamp of the youth system was crucial. Southgate redesigned England's youth strategy, then moved on to become coach of the under-21s, where he nurtured future stars like captain Harry Kane and defenders John Stones and Luke Shaw. Identifying and guiding talent. Southgate has shown a keen eye for talent, giving opportunities to young players who have gone on to become key figures in the national team. It may be hard to believe now, but Southgate put his faith in players like Phil Foden, Bukayo Saka, and Trent Alexander-Arnold when they were still young and untested. By trusting these young players and giving them significant roles, Southgate has built a team that is not only competitive now, but has the potential to dominate international football for years to come. Creating a cohesive unit. Building a team from young, relatively inexperienced players is no easy task. Southgate has managed to create a cohesive unit that plays with a clear identity and purpose. The young players have integrated seamlessly with the more experienced members of the squad, creating a balanced team that can adapt to different challenges. Think of how Kobbie Mainoo and Mark Guehi have seamlessly adapted to Southgate's team this summer, or how Saka and Bellingham exploded onto the international scene in the 2022 World Cup. Meanwhile, the likes of Stones, Walker, Pickford and Kane have been the pillars of Southgate's team, forming a stable foundation to allow younger talents to flourish. This blend of youth and experience was evident in England's impressive runs in the last 4 tournaments. Exceptional player management. Another critical aspect of Southgate's management is his exceptional handling of players, particularly during challenging times. 2 notable examples are Bukayo Saka and Declan Rice. Bukayo Saka's missed penalty. Let's talk about Bukayo Saka. After missing the decisive penalty in the Euro 2020 final against Italy, Saka faced a torrent of abuse and criticism. Southgate's response to this situation was nothing short of exemplary. He immediately comforted Saka, publicly supported him, and ensured that the young player's confidence wasn't shattered by this setback. Southgate's empathetic approach not only helped Saka recover, but also strengthened the bond within the team. Saka has since continued to thrive, showing resilience and maturity beyond his years. Declan Rice's development. Declan Rice is another player who has flourished under Southgate's guidance. Southgate recognized Rice's potential early on and played a crucial role in his transition from a promising youngster to a midfield linchpin for the national team. Initially, Southgate partnered Rice with Jordan Henderson and Calvin Phillips, allowing him the freedom to roam the pitch and affect the play. By providing Rice with consistent opportunities and a set system, Southgate has helped him become one of the best midfielders in the world. Even during this turbulent time for England's midfield, when Jordan Henderson and Calvin Phillips were dropped, Southgate ensured that Rice still retained his effective role by partnering him with Mainoo or Gallagher. Rice's performances in major tournaments have been a testament to Southgate's effective player management. Attention to detail. Historically, England has had a dismal record when it comes to penalties. Prior to Southgate's arrival as head coach in 2016, England had lost 6 out of 7 penalty shootouts. The mere mention of penalties would send shivers down the spines of English fans. Southgate, understanding the psychological and technical aspects of this weakness, set out to change this narrative. Rigorous preparation. Southgate's attention to detail is evident in the way he prepared the team for penalties. He brought in specialists like Jimmy Floyd Hasselbank to work on both the physical and mental aspects of taking penalties. This included practicing under pressure, simulating the high-stakes environment of a shootout, and analysing the techniques of successful penalty takers. In this Euros, England used many tactics to overcome the Swiss by scoring 5 perfect penalties, the first time in history they had done so. This included the buddy system, where players were paired to avoid facing a penalty alone, and a unique team huddle that encouraged the penalty takers psychologically. But most importantly, Southgate and his team were ready for penalties. In Euro 2021, Southgate was seen asking which players wanted to take a kick. There was no calm, and the process was chaotic. This time, a penalty dossier had been prepared, and everyone knew their job, who would take it and the order. Changing the mentality. Changing the mentality of the players was crucial. Southgate worked extensively on building the players' confidence and resilience. By focusing on the psychological aspect, he helped players overcome the fear and anxiety associated with penalties. This included practices like yoga and meditation to allow players to have more control and coolness. This shift in mentality was evident in the 2018 World Cup, where England won their first ever penalty shootout in a World Cup against Colombia. From then on, they have continued to build on their success. Statistical analysis. By studying the tendencies of opposition goalkeepers and the success rates of different types of penalties, Southgate equipped his players with the knowledge to make informed decisions during shootouts. Jordan Pickford's water bottle with his penalty cheat sheet proves how detailed Southgate's preparations were, and this meticulous approach has paid off. Achievements and legacy. Under Gareth Southgate's management, England has achieved significant milestones that have revitalized the nation's passion for their football team. Not only does he have the best overall win ratio, but has also performed the best in knockout tournaments. The 2018 World Cup, when Southgate's team played good football and won their first ever World Cup penalty shootout, was the beginning of a golden era. Euro 2020 saw England continue their rise as tournament hosts, inspiring the nation to believe that football was coming home. And Euro 2024 nearly ended in glory after more gutsy and solid knockout performances. Although Southgate has faced his fair share of criticism for his style of play, his results and knockout wins speak for themselves. The players are united, the staff are prepared, and winning has become an expectation. Beyond the on-field successes, Southgate has cultivated a positive culture within the England camp. This cultural shift has not only improved the team's performance, but also endeared them to fans, creating a renewed sense of pride in the national team. Southgate created a fun, relaxing environment for players to enjoy representing their nation and helped millions of fans connect with their footballers. Gareth Southgate is undeniably an underrated manager who has transformed the England national team. The stats and results prove it. His commitment to developing youth, exceptional player management, and attention to detail have brought about a golden era of talent and unprecedented success in major tournaments. Although he is now stepping down, Southgate's achievements and the positive culture he has instilled means he should be celebrated, not criticized. As we look ahead to future successes, we should remember that Southgate built the foundations of this amazing generation.